For me, the chance that I get to go on a mission trip every time, this trip to Mexicali was pretty special. Just to get to go and spend time with people. For me, probably my favorite part is to get to see students serving Jesus and to see them interact with leaders and maybe hang out with people that they would never know, and to see our church really be the church and go out and really be the hands and feet of Jesus.
I went to Mexicali because I've just always felt God calling me to Mexico. I've been there 3 times before with the church. I've been on the mission trips that we've taken every spring break, and I just feel like every year God's been calling me back.
Okay, so when I decided to go to Mexicali, it was my first mission trip, and I really wanted to go because I wanted God to use me. I'd been talking about being His hands and His feet, and I really wanted to do it and not just say it, so I really wanted to do something for God.
I just felt like for the past couple of years, God's really just transformed my heart, and just felt really like He was calling me to go and experience just serving Him in another environment. So this was my opportunity to do that, and I was just hoping to be stretched by God by going on this trip.
Mexicali. Well, I went on a mission trip last year and helped build a home for a lady, and was very much looking forward to it this year. I went because God called me to go. Fortunately, my business allows me to go, and what I was looking to get out of it is to create relationships with the students that I work with at Explode, and to share the gospel of Jesus in a less fortunate place.
Y no miramos para atrás. Un aplauso para ellos dos.
Well, my sister went last year, and it was just an amazing experience for her. So when she came back, I knew that I wanted to go. And there was a lot of different things that came in the way, that my dad just didn't want me to go, and I had to pray about it a lot. But then finally, I just knew that God wanted me to go there, and so I went, and it was just amazing. For a couple reasons. One was just because I wanted to feel more like part of the church, and I knew that going would help me form a closer bond with a lot of people that go to our church. And another reason I went was probably to just step outside my faith and do something new with my faith, and I just figured that doing this would help with that, and it definitely did.
The really neat thing about me going is my whole family was able to go. My son, my husband, and my daughter. And I can't even tell you what it meant to me. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever done.
The satisfaction and reward of building a church, I think, is rad. I love hanging out with high schoolers. Got to teach them some stuff. Just had a rad time, and it's good to see other people in their environment and see how blessed and lucky we really are.
I felt like God was saying, you know what, you need to go to Mexico again with a different view, a different light, and just go there and try to learn what I'm teaching you. And it was just an experience of God saying, you know what, there's more out here than just you.
Si tuvieras fe como un grano de mostaza.
It was really neat working alongside the other pastors in Mexico and seeing what they were doing there. And it was also really cool to see some of the young students and young Christians that went with our team experience serving in a third world country for the first time, and just seeing their faces and the joy that they got out of serving.
What was most surprising to me was the similarities, the church, the people that we got to meet, the church that we were
we were building the people who were going to run the church, just like their heart for Christ and just like the joy, the unity, and just like the togetherness that they had. For me, that was all the experience I needed, just like knowing that there are like people who love Jesus and they're all over this world, and it was just so cool for me to get to see that and just to like come home and like know that's what's going on there, and to be a part of that was just truly incredible.
You got two?
Then I need to get.
Esa montaña se moverá, se moverá, esa montaña se moverá, esa montaña se moverá, esa montaña se moverá. Tú le dirías.
Even though there was that language barrier where I spoke very little Spanish and they spoke pretty much no English, it was just amazing because it was a bonding experience with us and the kids, just getting to hang out with them and play soccer with them. It was just definitely one of my favorite times there.
I think my most memorable experience for me is going to be
Bonding with a little girl named Lupita.
Getting connected with my friend Carlos, this little Mexican kid.
This little girl, Marie. My most memorable experience in Mexicali was working with the kids at VBS. That was my favorite.
The emotion, the happiness, the just pure joy.
Señor, tú le dirías a la montaña, muévete, muévete. Tú le dirías a la montaña, muévete. Muévete, esa montaña se moverá.
They are just crazy with their worship. They are always so happy, welcoming. Their songs are just so upbeat and happy all the time. It was just great.
They came up to me and they started talking about bananas, papayas, the whole I Like Bananas song, and just because like they'd never heard that song before, all the kids quickly forgot my name was Taylor and just started calling me papaya.
I like bananas, woo, I know they make us so sweet. I like papayas, papaya, nothing can beat that sweet love of God. The strong winter storm, as it blows from the north, brings danger to our bones. But with
The people, my team in Mexico, it was the perfect team, and like I just got along with everyone so well. So I miss seeing everybody like every day.
I miss being constantly surrounded by a whole bunch of people that just love on you. And
I miss the people, I miss the pastors, I miss just being able to serve 24 hours a day.
I miss the kids the most. The way that they were content with everything they had, which was really nothing, considering everything that I have, and I'm still not happy with it.
Jesus Christ, satellites are calling.
I miss feeling like God was in control fully and that God was totally working through each one of us and seeing God through every single person.
I just miss the kids a lot and just being able to hang out with everyone every single day.
Yeah, I miss like being in the room with everyone every single night. It was like a big sleepover the whole time. When you're constantly with people, it's like your family almost.
the thing I always miss most about the trip is just that fellowship and the unity that you get within the group. I know some other people would say, hey, I missed this kid or I missed that person. But for me, I love seeing the unity that happens in a team like that.
I wouldn't doubt for a second that God absolutely handpicked every person for this trip. That we just worked so well together and there wasn't one person there who shouldn't have been there. And I really feel like if anyone that did go had not had the opportunity to go, it would have been
a totally different trip. It was like perfect.
Every mission trip you go on, it's like a state of heaven. I had no obligation but to serve the Lord. And just being there for a week straight, just waking up every morning, doing my quiet time, seeing the sunrise, just everything I did, I had so much joy because I know my whole day just consisted of serving God.
If someone asked me, hey Neil, why should I go on a mission trip? I would tell them this is your chance to be used and to follow a biblical commandment that God says go into all nations.
Go.
Definitely.
Go in a heartbeat.
Let God use you, and really don't let fear make you miss out on something that will change your life.
Do it.
Just do it.
Humble yourself and just do it.
Definitely go, because it's like one of the best experiences you'll have in your whole life.
You'll come back a different person.
A lot of that change is going to happen within your own heart, and you're going to come back a different person and ready to praise God in a new way.
And this is a chance for you to get expanded outside of your comfort zone to see God work in just amazing ways.